Oh, happy birthday to Virgo. It's Virgo season. Happy birthday to us Virgos. It's Virgo season. Oh, happy birthday to all of our August the 23rd Virgos. Happy birthday is for is for you and only you, Virgos. Man. Woo wee, Rodney P. What do I see? Virgos, you are getting plenty. Yeah, a lot of you guys are getting so much love on this beautiful day. A lot of you guys are receiving love from the ethers in a big way. My Virgos, man. Virgos, you are ancient souls. You guys been around. I want to say almost longer than the sound. You know, sound came first. The sound is the last to leave. But some of you guys been around longer than sound. Yeah, I listen. I'm just telling you. You know what I'm saying? Some of you guys tap into that ancient knowledge, that ancient soul that you have. Some of you guys been around before sound. That's what I'm getting. Dang. Yeah. That's why when you guys speak, or when you guys speak and you something like, yeah, that's what it reeks of ancient knowledge when you speak. A lot of you guys, my goodness. A lot of you guys have the souls of giants, spiritual giants. A lot of you guys, hopefully you know that there's, spiritual midgets and spiritual giants. You guys are like spiritual giants. A lot of you guys are. Some of you guys may know this. That's why you've been accused of so many things in this lifetime. They even got it pegged to that sign, perfect. Think you're perfect, then they got the certain things that's attached to you guys that will only be attached to someone that's has that type of knowledge, of ancient knowledge, that part. So, yeah, because a lot of you guys, you have, Virgos are accused of being, lie detectors, human lie detectors, okay? Like, some of you guys, I've seen a spirit go that way. It was a running spirit. Now, I don't know where it's running to. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, so that sounds like a message for you. Virgos, a lot of you guys, some of you guys know this spirit that was passed away, that was running when they passed away. It's coming hard, like it's really fast. And it's weird because it was an injustice, is what I'm feeling like right off the top. It's showing me, it's telling me. And some of you guys are very close to that spirit that experienced the injustice transition. It's weird because they even have their uniform on or something. Or, the uniform that they will wear for work, not a whole piece. Like, say, like if it's at the top, a smock or something like that. The top, they had on something to reflect that they were supposed to be at work. But they end up, I don't know, maybe, wait a minute, give me a second, you guys. Whew. Okay, okay, so they're showing me through my thirst. They were going to get something, at the store to drink. They were going to get something to drink at the store. They were very thirsty, so they left their job and went to the store, but something happened and they were just making a run, or however the run, um, the misfortune of the transition, and I'm getting a shot, a gunshot. I'm getting all that. This person transitioned strange, and oh my goodness. Yeah, that's not for everybody, of course, but this is a strong energy from a Virgo that's coming out. Well, that soul is the running that they did, or they were in process of. They want you guys to know that now they're running for your love, so that it's like they're running to you now, like their soul and their spirit runs to you, so to let you guys know that. Okay. And that's what they're saying in a big way. So some of you guys you have, someone that was very close to you guys. Okay. I'm hearing Jamal, and I don't know why I heard Jamila and Janelle. Okay. Tangi, Alanja, Elijah, Greedy, Tongo, Lacey, Diane, Shane, Shank, Evie, Lonzo, Rency, Queenie, Shaft, Giant, Gigi, Lamar, Dango or Tango? Dango? Okay. Yeah, Reby, Romiel, Aisha, Aya, okay, Willie for some. Okay, so I just allowed the names to come through. So whatever those names they mean to you. And my deepest condolences for you guys who are receiving, like really had to, my condolences to you guys for losing a loved one. But believe me, they are not lost. They know how to get to you, and they are with you, and they want you to know that running that they did at that time, they run now towards towards you. They run towards you, and they so obviously they're right there with you. They celebrate you, and they want you to know that. I heard Ernie for some of you guys as well. Ernie, okay, Ernest for some. Yeah, so they want to tell you something, or somebody around you is the weakest link as well, as what I'm hearing. And some of you guys already know who it is. My throat. They said, as far as, they said stop, don't tell them everything, all your business. What they said was don't tell them all your business. Because that person is the weakest link, okay? In every way, all right? They said make sure you stay hydrated as well, because some of you guys, they're saying that you've been saved by the bell. Something about your liver, your liver has been saved by the bell. So they said make sure you drink, you be hydrated. You know what I mean? They want you to, and some, I'm getting like this person, this loved one is wanting you guys to also, stop drinking. They're telling you to stop drinking. That's the only thing I can tell you guys, because they said something about you saved by the bell. Okay, and it was saying liver. However, something was also alluding to kidney there. So the bottom line is they just want you to, they want you to restrain from drinking alcohol. is what I'm getting, okay? Yeah, they want you to embrace your life in a more spiritually induced way is what they're saying, or more intentional spiritual induced way, something like that they were trying to allude to. So they want you guys to be more focused on your inner cleanliness, okay? In a big way. That's what's coming through you guys, okay? And like I said, my deepest condolences to you, Virgo, through and through. Yeah. I'm talking to my Virgo that doesn't realize today when you stand in that line, if it's a little bit longer than you think it should be, it's only because the higher realms has saved you severely. Some of you guys, see, because a lot of times people don't identify with it either. You know, they just come home and take for granted that they made it home safely. Turn on the news and be like, dang, I was just there. I was over there. I was here. I was there. Well, guess what? All right, you were saved because you had to stand in that line a few minutes longer. All right, the higher realms was making a safe haven for you guys, okay? So the higher realms want you to recognize that. All right, so what I'm getting is the higher realms want you guys also, Virgos, to work on your patience as much as you possibly can. That's what I'm getting, because patience shall be, quote unquote, your strong man, or something like that is what I'm hearing, right? Because the higher realms is giving you that safe haven, you know. A lot of people be, so trying to get away from people who can talk lengthy. Sometimes that person is sent as a messenger, to save your life. You never thought that because you talked to this person so long that you missed a gunshot. You missed a dog mauling somebody, to death. You could have been on the same street. You missed, so many things, okay? So the bottom line is pay attention to your patience in that way, okay? Be mindful that the higher realms, is always at play. The universe is always at play as well, okay? Tag, you guys. Doing this for... You guys, I had to get something to drink because that was amazing, whatever that was. Yeah, something about a dry spell. Something about a dry spell for you guys, okay? Some of you guys, it feels like a bit of a dry spell. I feel like something is not moving fast enough. That's what the higher realms trying to tell you guys. Please be patient, okay? Because it's not, what's for you is always for you in every way. All right, let's keep it that simple. And the higher realms also want you guys to know, please, Virgo, it's only 2 days. You don't have to worry about this, yesterday and tomorrow. Why? Because yesterday's history and tomorrow's a mystery. The higher realms want you to know that your day is today, and that is the day that you celebrate, that you are A-okay. You heard me? Man. The higher realms is so celebrating you guys. However, the higher realms want you guys to recognize that, Virgo, you are the most important key to this whole divine plan on this beautiful said divine planet Earth. The higher realms do not want you to leave this message without knowing your worth since birth, okay? The higher realms said that word could be no other way than planet. Why? So you would know that you are planned, okay? The last 2 letters of that word planet is ET, so you guys will know that you are planned until the end of time, okay? Or the end of your timeline here, okay? A lot of you guys are being celebrated because you, Virgos, have been so exponentially living the ET life all your life, okay? Some of you guys have been the best ET husband or wife, the best ET best friend, the best ET lover, the best ET brother, sister, mother, cousin, uncle, auntie, nephew, you know what I'm saying, niece. You guys have been living that ET life all your life. And what I mean by that is E executing low vibe energy and T transmuting it into high vibe energy. A lot of you guys didn't. You just had it in you, Virgos, okay? Some of you guys used to love those lightning bugs. I see you guys loving the lightning bugs, okay? Oh, and I see you guys in a big way missing, or just loving the lightning bugs and wonder where they are and why haven't you seen them? Things of that nature. Yeah, so I see you guys living the ET life all your life, Virgos, all right? It's something about you guys stopping somebody from cutting someone with a knife. And that's interesting. Yeah, it was like you were younger. You know what I'm saying? This is when you were younger. I don't know how this person snuck this knife out their house or whatever like that. But it was when you were younger. And this is young, too. So I'm looking at like 9. Some of you guys were 9. Maybe the person was 10, but they snuck the knife out and I don't know, some of you guys could have, that person could have cut someone. Somehow you guys did something to E, execute low vibe energy, and T, transmute it into high vibe energy. And it's funny because this person was a mischief type of person that was in your circle at that time when you guys were like 9 and 10. Okay, and they brought that knife out and you really saved the person in such a way. Yeah. Some of you guys just simply told a grown-up, hey, they over there with that big knife or whatever like that. And some of you guys may have just took it from them and did whatever. I don't know. But it's some kind of way you saved this person's life is what I'm seeing. Give me a second. Okay, so it's different calibers of you guys. Some of you guys actually, got the knife in your hand to, take it back or let the parent know or whatever like that, some kind of way. And others of you just told an adult. Okay. Yeah. So interesting. So that's what I'm getting for my Virgos. So yeah, you guys have been living the ET life all your life. Okay. Something about blue hair today. Something about you guys experimenting with the chalk, the coloring chalk for your hair. I'm getting that. Yeah. So I'm talking to my Virgos. Yeah. Some of you guys have to take some pills though because you have been dealing with some issue there. That's what I see. And I really didn't want to say it, but since you guys want me to say it, it's like you have to say it in order to it's weird what you guys are doing here. Yeah, so since you want me to say it, I'm just gonna, say it because a lot of you guys like, is that person, real? Yeah, she's real. But the bottom line is some of you guys are dealing with fungal issues, and I see where, it's affecting you guys. Some of you guys are just taking, I think it's not, I don't know if it's over the counter or just you guys are taking like something off the shelf. But the bottom line is I see you guys taking medication. Some of you guys are just taking the medication off the shelf for now. Some of you guys are dealing with some issue of fungal. That's what I see. But not the fungal like they have is what I'm seeing. I'm not seeing you guys as severe as that. I'm not seeing it being like That's why I didn't want to say it, because people, drag things out and confuse it with one thing or another. I'm not talking about, how people are getting these sexual ones. Some of you guys, this is simply one where calcium is lacked in your body some type of way or whatever, something of that nature. And some of you guys, you just ended up getting this particular fungi. I'm not getting it being the one that these people are getting that's more severe. I'm not getting that. You guys, my throat is so dry. I wonder if that's what you guys... So obviously you guys are experiencing that. So please, definitely hydrate. Because like I said, the person that passed away is telling you guys to hydrate. Pay attention. That part. If you guys can drink, eat some cucumbers, you know what I'm saying? And stuff like that. Nevertheless, that's just a suggestion, you guys, okay? People get on these things and then start thinking people are whatever. But however, I'm giving you guys what's given to me through the higher realms, and bear with me 1 second. So the higher realms want you guys to know that life is your soul's mission. It's not a competition. Even though you got those fools out there, they are constantly wishing. All right? It was a competition. You got that dressed up garbage can woman or man, always trying to stifle or stop your plans. Then you might run into that $500 hat with that 50-cent head, always wondering who's in your bed. And then you got that last one, that peculiar one that make you want to scratch your head, right? That one with all those degrees more than a thermometer. Somehow, they always have to call you and ask you, Virgo, August 23, what shall I do? All right. So you may meet these people in different dimensional levels of your life. You're going to run into them, whether they're friend, foe, family, Jibba Joe, co-worker, whatever. Different dimensional levels in your life, right? So, but that's neither here nor there. The higher realms just wanted you guys to actually be aware, all right? Yeah, because the higher realms just want you guys to know that life is your soul's mission, all right? And that is the bottom line. That's why the higher realms put something so priceless inside of you and precious. It is called your intuition, all right? The higher realms say, if you trust that intuition, you shall begin to see without sight. That's why people be looking at the blind man and woman, trying to figure out how they maneuver this whole lifetime without an argument, fuss, or fight and still get it right. Oh, yeah. Yeah. So the higher realm said, please be aware that intuition is spiritually tethered to this beautiful thing called your spiritual GPS, which is simply the guides, or simply God pointing you to the next level of step of origin. And that acronym for STEP is simply STEP, a solution to every problem. There was a problem, okay? The only problem with that in a big way is the higher realms had to really send out a mega call to all the messengers and all the prophets and all the prophetess and so on and so forth, to get this message out, because you guys are born fully loaded with the STEP, the solution to every problem. But guess what? You guys still was running around with that one finger pointed out and 3 fingers pointed back. So the higher realm said, please, I have to employ special workers so they will know that when you see this, let them know. When you see 1 finger pointing out and 3 fingers pointed back, not only does it look like a gun, remember, you're living in spiritual lack, okay? In a big way. So the higher realms had to employ. I don't know if you guys remember that time in life that you constantly heard that, that 1 finger pointing out, those were special workers. Those were the messengers of ourselves, because I had to be the same way. I had to share that, keep sharing that, because it was like something in you. You know how the higher realms have everything marked and triggered at that time. Just like a certain time frame, you don't want to be bothered with this no more. You don't want to eat that no more. Certain time frame, your body has to reject certain things. Oh yeah, you allergic to that now, but I ate it all for 14 years. Okay, well guess what? That's how we have to stop you. Is everything is stopped and at that certain time frame. So the bottom line is, we were employed to do this special, this special work, which is please let them know that they're in spiritual lack. So the bottom line is, that's a fact. So as you guys were born spiritually loaded and not knowing what a problem was, we had to really share that with everyone. Let everybody know that a problem is something that you create. Situations are things that happen. That's why when you hear about a problem, it's always going to be a name attached. Hence, Houston, we have a problem, right? If there's a situation, you might hear something like, what had happened was that part, right? And take that to heart. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, because the higher realms want you guys to know that any time or minute or course of your beautiful day, you can always take a moment and pause and recollect and just ask yourself the simple question and say, am I the solution today? And a lot of you guys may listen real quietly and you hear that strong voice from your gut say, you are doing A-OK, Virgo. Now, continue your day, right? Yeah, because the higher realms ain't playing around with you guys. The higher realms want you guys to know that the enemy is just like the word is pronounced. It is enemy. No one can harm me more than I can harm me. No one has ever hurt me more than I have hurt me. No one has ever celebrated and loved me like I can love me. Woo-wee. Yeah. So the higher realms want you guys to be aware. You hear me? Because you got a lot of people that always going along with that, mindset of the geographical cure, And I'm going to tell you guys, everywhere I go, I take me with me. Because I know some of you guys saying, why is that? Yeah. Why you say? Because everywhere I go, I take me with me. You see, that's why the higher realms want you guys to know about those, things. Because a lot of people think they're going to fix it by having that geographical cure. They say, no, I'm going far away from here. All right. And they leave. And they think they that's the solution. If I just leave everybody out. Yeah. And then guess what? All you hear is that phone call from them stating, I'm on my way back. Why? Because they did not get the message that one finger pointed out and there's three fingers pointing back. You must know, sweetheart, sir, ma'am, all right? You are in spiritual lack, and that is a fact. That's why the higher realms want you to know that the enemy is enemy. No one can love me like I can love me. So the higher realms are saying, love on you today, period, in every way. You hear me? Now, a lot of you guys need to know that the higher realm speaks to everything, including number, signs, and synchronicities. That's why you have the birthday, the expiration date, and all the little DNA codes in your body. And it so happens that your birthright number, Virgo, is 823. All right, that number 8 is so perfectly designed. It's so a circle at the top and a circle below. The higher realm said that represents, so as it's done above, it shall be done down below. You heard me? And always remember, anything at the higher realm is a spiritual realm. Okay, that's why you want to keep your brain with positive thoughts, because your brain is at the higher realm of your body. Don't be like those people running around here talking about what came first, the chicken or the egg. Simply, it was the thought. All right. A circle represents completion. So you guys must know that circle at the top of your number 8 represents you guys completing a spiritual abundance cycle. That bottom circle represents you guys completing a physical abundance cycle. Together, it equals total abundance as your birthright. period. You guys shall have a beautiful, abundant cycle. You turn that baby sideways, it's till infinity and beyond. But the bottom line is, with that number 8 comes a valid source of responsibility, because a number 8 brings an increase of our a number 8 brings an increase vibration and increase frequency because of the abundance. Okay, a lot of you guys are born with all your fingers, toes, and every which way because of that number 8 birthright of abundance. Abundance is your birthright. I always tell people, we are placed on parts of this earth, and our lineage is placed on parts of this earth because we are supposed to keep that vibration and frequency. A lot of times, I told you, and I'm going to stop slowing down on not making this particular video because, things are happening and I can't make the video to tell you guys why they're happening. The bottom line is we were placed on this earth by certain grids of this earth, because this earth has grids, all right? And we have to we're the lids to the grids, all right? Yes, we can move around, but we're not supposed to be, certain places. We're supposed to be where the grid in I or you are necessary. We're supposed to be where it's necessary. So that's why when you see certain things, it's because the earthquakes, even the plane crashes has a lot to do with this message that I have to give out, when I make this video. And I'm not going to leak too much of it. However, it is serious, okay? We belong on our grid in every way. People wonder why things are happening. Look how everybody's going there. It wasn't like this before, We have a vibration and frequency. That's what we are. All right. And that's what we shall be. And that's it, in its entirety. So, anywho, and it's so much, like I said, I have to make when another video comes. But the bottom line is your number 8 is going to bring you increase of revenue as well. So a lot of you guys shall expect some money on your beautiful day. All right. That number 23 is so powerful because it says that you guys are prayers and manifestors. You're praying and manifesting to be abundant. That's what your whole birthright says. You're abundant, but you're praying and manifesting. Anywho, you're praying and manifesting for positive change to come down from every dimensional level. A lot of you guys grew up with a lot of change around you. I'm going to tell you why. So that number 2, when we break down the 2 and the 3, that number 2 says a lot about you. It says you guys actually pray. For those who yelling out in the back, I don't pray, it's okay. Just know that be aware that you are a living prayer, okay? And people don't understand life that way, whether they pray before they die. Somebody prayed for your grandmama, your mama to have the beautiful lineage of kids and grandkids and sons and daughters and twins and this. They did it all. It was already done. So those who say in the back say, I don't pray, just be aware. You are a living prayer. You hear me? Okay, that part. If you ever help somebody with no strings attached, guess what? You are a living prayer because they prayed for that. The bottom line is, those of you who definitely pray, the higher realms want you guys to know that with that number 2 birthright, you are highly favored, okay? All you have to do is look in the mirror and see that number 2 on you. The higher realms say, you don't have to believe me. All you have to do is look in the mirror at you. You will see everything of your birthright of number 2. Everything on your body of number 2. You got 2 feet, 1, 2. You got 2 legs. Yes, you do. You got 2 arms, 1, 2, and you got 2 eyes, and they're both the same size. So the higher realms want you guys to recognize that, yes, you are the prize. You are highly favored. When you look, you can just look in your eyes. Also, the higher realms want you guys to know with that birthright number 2, because you are prayers, guess what? As sure as it takes 2 hands to form a prayer, the higher realm said everything that you're praying for is already right there. A lot of you guys, it's so hilarious the way the higher realm showed me. It is so hilarious because he showed me that, you guys are praying to something in the spiritual realm to actually materialize, just like yourself in the physical realm. Somebody prayed for you guys to be here and you guys materialize. So the higher realms were showing me the spiritual side of you guys, like everything is right there in your reach. It's right there. That's why you're praying for it, because the higher realms saying, I have this for you. It's just a matter of divine timing and lining, right? And it's so hilarious because the higher realms showed me it was right there, just like he said. It shows us too, just like the spirit, not he said, however, the spirit, the mighty spirit said, which I choose to say God consciousness, because we all have some type of God consciousness, I hope. But the bottom line is, that's if we tap in. The bottom line is this. That's why I don't understand why people try to slander people and say certain things like, oh, this, that, and the third. They try to put labels on something and stuff like that. It's not that. It's the same thing you've been hearing all your life. Tie your shoes or you're going to bust your head at walking out this door. You know what I'm saying? Okay, don't forget to take your keys because you're going to be locked out. I mean, is that psychic or is that scary or is that mommy scaring you? You know what I'm saying? No, these are things that's been going on all your life. You know what I'm saying? So the bottom line is messengers are messengers, and where it comes from. It comes from that God consciousness. If you tap in, if you're aligned, that's why I believe your person, this loved one, is saying, have your temple clean so you guys can have a level of God consciousness that you can understand, and understand what it means. Okay, that's what I'm seeing. So you guys, that is that number 2 birthright for you. So the higher realms want you guys to know also from that number 3 birthright that you guys, that number 3 is mind, body, and spirit energy, inspiration, manifestation, and creation. You guys are that triangle. Some people say Father, Son, Holy Spirit. Some people say Mother, Father, Son. But nevertheless, you guys are that one. And what that means is that number 3 birthright, having that number 3 as your birthright, is powerful in its entirety. It means that you guys are master manifestors. I don't know if you guys know, but you can and you have manifested yourself to be at 3 places at one time. A lot of you guys have manifested yourself to be at the right place at the right time with the right stuff. And for anybody on this earth, that is rough, tough, and all that stuff. You ever try to be so weird, and I can't be talking to you, but to anybody else by 3 o'clock, and for the life of you just can't be there. You guys can manifest yourself to be at the right place at the right time with the right stuff, and you have done it. And I'm telling you, if you ever look back in your history, you'll see what I mean, where you guys and told somebody, man, they got some shoes over there, man, they like $20, and you better go over there to giving out 2 for $20, and they go over there and say, man, they was all gone, and you like, what, that fast? See, that's because you are number 3, all right? You are simply number 3 birthright, and that you can only get this the way a number 3 get this in this lifetime, period. 2 plus 3 equals number 5. That's what I was telling you guys about. You guys, number 5, when the higher realms is speaking through your birthright, number 5, the higher realms is telling you guys that you bring multi-dimensional change. Even though you guys are multi-dimensional beings, you guys also bring multi-dimensional positive change from every dimensional level, okay? And that is your number 5 birthright. You guys came here on this planet, okay, to change the game, okay? Some of you guys are connected to Sirius. That's what I'm getting. Some of you guys are connected to Sirius. Sirius star system. That's what I'm getting. Some of you guys are heavily connected to Sirius. Some of you guys are connected to that other planet that's also 20 minutes away. Just 20 minutes. Yep. Interesting. Okay, so having that said, you guys, be mindful to be slow to anger too. That's just something for you to do, you know. That's what's coming out, because I'm talking to those who had that planet that's 20 minutes away, because that planet is very short tempered. They did a lot. You know what I'm saying? But anywho, something like that. Okay, so yeah, you guys are heavily connected in such a way. So, yeah, it's important for you guys to have a clean temple for sure. All right. So that number 5, birthright, you guys came to change the game. A lot of you guys, like I said, you grew up with a lot of change. Remember I told you I was going to get to that? Yeah, a lot of you guys grew up with a lot of bottles of change around you, drawer full of change. A lot of people ain't grow up like that. Why? Because they are not number 5 birthright. Now, we have to total your birthright up, which is 8 plus 2 plus 3. Okay, which is 13. So your birthright number is 13. Ooh, that makes a lot of sense to me. Yeah, because number 13 in the card deck is the king, right? Yeah, so the queen, she has experience with the king. However, he's mastered oneself. So a lot of you guys are mastery. Some of you guys already have your masters. Some of you guys definitely have your masters. Some of you guys, if it's not that paper master, you have mastered a skill within your spiritual self. Some of you guys really worked on some things, and that's a beautiful thing. So you have mastery on your side. And like I said, you are the master manifestors anyway. So you guys already know what the heck I'm talking about. So anywho, yeah, you're number 13 birthright. Those who like, I'm going to get you guys for that. Yeah, so you are number 13 birthright, and that's powerful. And what that means is the higher realms telling you guys to live your life with love and compassion, okay? Yeah, period. All right? And because of that 13, I have to break down a 1 and a 3. That number 1 says you guys have some alpha energy inside of you guys, which means that the number 1 was never meant to be a number ever in ancient times. Why? Because numbers are meant to be plural. See, that number 1 represents God, the beginning, the alpha. All right, God, the alpha, the beginning. That's what that number 1 represents. And that God-like energy comes through you guys in such a way as God, good orderly directions. Some of you guys have to give such good directions. You've been commended for that. And the other God energy is a lot of you guys create things that people think that you went to school for years for, but a lot of you guys can just create on a hum. And you never went to school for it. You said, I'm just going to do this today. But you didn't recognize that God energy is inside you in every way. That God, gift of desperation, which sparks a level of profound creation. Okay? A lot of you guys have that in such a way. A lot of you guys refuse to wallow in self-pity or any type of depressed mess. Why? Because of that God energy inside of you guys, which means you choose gratitude over depression as your number 1 selection. Okay? Yeah, and that last God energy, you guys, oh my goodness. Yeah, a lot of you guys don't know why you like to keep it cool in the house and keep air blowing on your skin, or have the window open, or roll the windows down while you driving. It's because of that God energy. A lot of you guys really got to stay on the move. You don't let grass grow under your feet, or everybody else say that, then why don't you just sit down, lay down, or something like that? Well, it's because of that God energy that you love the great outdoors, okay? And a lot of you guys need to represent and understand that number 1, because that's all from the number 1 energy. Remember when I told you guys number 1 represent God, the alpha, the beginning. So the alpha part of that number 1 is just, simply, you guys may be the last of the Mohegans to find that, exact mate. Some of you guys, you can marry 2 or 3 times. Some of you guys already, had something sealed for the deal 2 times or whatever like that. I'm getting 2-time marriage for some of you guys. And some of you guys really, it really takes a while for you guys to have that actual mate. okay, because of that alpha energy that you guys, emanate, all right, in that number one. And I already told you what that number 3 makes. So 1 plus 3 equals 4. So that means a whole lot more. A lot of you guys got a lot going on in your birthright numbers here. So you are number 4 birthright. So a lot of you guys came from, 4 of family, or a family of 4. You created a family of 4. There's a lot of 4 blessings to you guys. And a lot of you guys, because of that birthright totality of number 4, a lot of you guys can use all 4 elements to celebrate your birthday or to manifest. And that makes a lot of sense why you guys have mastered it. Air, water, fire, earth. You guys don't have to just light a candle and blow it out, because that's the fire sign and the air sign. You guys can use all 4 because of your birthright number 4. Now, when the higher realm speaks through that birthright of number 4, the higher realms is telling you so much more. The higher realms is telling you guys that the number 4 is never to be ignored in the spiritual world nor the spiritual realm. It means that the angels are sending you guys everything that you need from 4 corners of the earth, 4 seasons of the earth, 4 elements of the earth, even down to 4 legs on a table, just to keep you guys spiritually secure and grounded and stable. A lot of you guys don't even know why you keep 4 wheels. Shout out to all my military crew. I'm telling you, I thank you guys from my soul, and your family too, because only you and the higher realms know what you guys had to experience and grow through. The bottom line is that some of you guys had service pets. Those of you who are in the military, you had that service pet because of the number 4. Oh, this is so beautiful. Yeah, a lot of you guys have that birthright of 4 because you had to have that service pet. Some of you guys had to work with the horses or whatever like that. You have the 4 legs. You had to have that 4-legged because you have blessings of 4. It's just going to be with you no matter what. Blessings of 4, not the horses, not the job. I'm just saying the 4 of blessings, okay? A lot of you guys are so attracted to 4-letter names and don't even know it. You give your baby 4-letter nickname or so forth and stuff like that. So the bottom line is, yes, you receive blessings of 4. That is your totality birthright. Let me see what these cards are saying, you guys, because we're going deep into the time. Today is your day to keep it moving and just stay clear on what you are doing. It's like stand for something or fall for anything type day for you guys. That's what I'm looking at here, because you guys have already fulfilled, your destiny for today. Is something like that in a way, like for today, okay? Yeah, only thing you guys are doing is just, visiting both worlds. A lot of you guys are going to be vacationing in the spiritual realm for a little while. You know what I'm saying? Your pastime is going to be meditation and elevation type of stuff. That's what I'm getting. Yeah, because you guys, you listen. That number 8 it has you guys on different levels of I want to say timelines, but different dimensional levels. A lot of you guys travel, and then when you feel, indifferent about it, you come on back. And however, it gives you clarity though. It's almost like a lot of you guys, when you meditate or when you're doing this spiritual transformation or traveling, because a lot of you guys are spiritually traveling, and it's interesting right here. However, because that's who you are. You guys simply spiritually travel. And I see you guys really, getting into it real deep. Some of you guys may have a dream about also being attacked as well, and that's going to give you some clarity about a situation that you guys have been dealing with, that you guys have been really concerned over. You're going to see the truth about it. It's something that has to do, with a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, or something like that. It shows that you guys are victorious no matter what, because like I said, you guys are having the best of both worlds at this time, okay? And like I said, you've exceeded your limits of destiny for today. Like it was a destined day, for you guys. You've exceeded that limit of your destiny today. Now you're just able to spiritually travel. That's what I'm seeing for you guys in a big way. You're going through like this spiritually traveling, and a lot of you guys are, like I said, elevating to those dimensional levels. Oh, that's deep. That's deep. That's deep. This is crazy because I see you guys really spiritually traveling to the 8th dimensional level. I see you guys doing it. And then when you get there, something is happening. And it feels like an attack, but however, it's not. It's your dimensional level. And then you get much clarity and you come on back. And then when you come back, you see everything for what it is. And it best helps you decide, And at this point, it's like no limit destiny is what I see. All right? That's what I see here. Virgo, I don't know what this is. There's some deception going on here. And it's so drear. And I am, quote unquote, not a medic or anything like that. I'm just telling you guys what I see. The higher realms are showing me a lot of you guys. Yeah, it's really bad, you guys. Yeah, so what I see is them doing like and it's so crazy because too severe in the rear. They just shed a tear. Something about somebody having. So whoever's doing this, they have like a handicap complex. Maybe a eye's messed up, or they feel a complex, or a leg, or a knee, or a foot, or something like that. Some type of handicap complex. Whoever is doing this, doing the illegal internet usage. It's like it's a whole community of these people still in the internet. Well, they may have a sting going on. They may get caught because along with that, like I said, it's a whole group of people stealing water, gas, electricity usage. And they're somehow able to reset meters or something like that. It's kind of like they used to do the car meters for the news cards. It's a lot of deception there, you guys, that applies. And it has a lot to do with this person who has a handicap complex. Oh boy, here we go, right?